Today we're doing a short routine to help with kyphosis. Let's get started. So today for this workout routine, you will just need a resistance band. If you don't have a resistance band or resistance tubing, you can also just use a long towel or a belt. So have that close. Kyphosis is a postural condition that causes a flexion in the thoracic spine. That's a very general term for it. So what we are going to do today is some exercises and stretching and some strengthening moves to help open up your chest and help with that movement. There are also many other workouts that you can do safely with kyphosis. This one is going to specifically focus on some moves to help correct that and make you feel a little better. And it's something that you can do every day. So we're going to start seated. And I want you to hold onto the band or the tubing that you have. Again, you can use a long towel if that feels good. And have your arms out in front of you. And then I want you to lift them up towards the ceiling and then lower them back down. And you're just sitting however is comfortable for you. So you might be cross-legged, or you can sit in a chair or on a stool for this as well. So this is going to feel different for everyone depending on their level of kyphosis, depending on other things that might be going on in the spine. But what I want you to think of really is, again, that idea of posture, that idea of creating space. So you don't have to just think about sitting up as tall as you can, because when you have a kyphosis, that's going to feel really hard. You're going to try to sit up tall and it will be difficult. Instead, think about creating space, like creating some space in your ribs, in your lungs, in your abdomen. Those are the kind of things we're going to work on here. All right, now you're going to lift up towards the ceiling and stay here. And I want you to stretch over to the right, come back up, stretch over to the left, and back up. So we are trying to find some mobility and opening in that mid to upper spine. And again, even if this feels a little bit tight, that's okay. If it doesn't feel natural, that's okay. You're just going to the place that works for you right now. You can't just force yourself into a different position in your spine. We have to really work into it. It takes time. Consistency and patience are key. Working with your body. Don't feel like you're working against it. Nice job. Come back and bring your arms back down. All right, so now we are going to keep that band. Keep your arms straight out in front of you. And what I want you to do is pull your arms apart, keeping them straight, and then bring them forward again. So we're doing some strengthening for that upper back. This is a really important piece to any kind of postural issues and kyphosis. We want to strengthen the upper back because the muscles in the shoulders and the upper back, they help keep us upright. Our muscles are what do that. So we need them to be strong in order to help that sitting up tall piece. Okay, so arms are straight. If you see me from the side, this is what it's going to look like. And you want it just enough that you can feel some work, but that it's a doable challenge. Okay, you want to be able to actually do the motion without too much strain, but I want it to feel like work. And again, elbows stay straight. You're squeezing your shoulder blades together. Nice job. Bring that back in. Now, my elbows are going to be bent at my sides, and my hands are just a little bit closer, and I'm pulling my hands apart. So this is external rotation. We're actually working into our rotator cuff muscles here. And again, I want you to feel open across your collarbones and feel kind of that upper back and across the backs of your shoulders working here. And if you don't have a resistance band at home, for now you can just skip these two exercises. This is our last one with it. But I think it's really important to have that eventually. This exercise is going to help a lot over time. Good. Last one. Nice job. All right, you can set this to the side and we're gonna come on to all fours, okay? So you're gonna be on your hands and knees. Have your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips, round your spine, and then arch. We're just doing kind of one stretch in each direction. And now come back and find a spot that your back is as flat as you can get it. So I almost want you to feel like you're sinking just a little bit into your shoulder blades, but make sure your elbows bend just slightly. You aren't locked here, okay? Then what we're gonna do is take the right hand in front and then bring it up towards the ceiling and behind, and then up and in front, okay? And try to keep your eyes on your hand as you do this. So this is one of my absolute favorite exercises to work mobility and opening in the upper spine. If you do have kyphosis, you have probably either been taught or seen or done the exercise where you just lay in your stomach and you just try to back bend, and back bend, right? You just try to correct it. And I can tell you, with over 20 years experience as a physical therapist, that may work a little bit, but it's not gonna cause long-lasting changes on its own. You need mobility and strength combined. You need kind of all of these pieces to really help make changes. Nice job. Bring it back in and we'll go to the other side. I'll turn around here. So we're gonna take the left arm in front and then bring it up and behind. And if that's a stretch that you love, fantastic, keep doing it, but combine it with a routine like this. And then you'll get all the pieces that you need. We really want to get the spine moving in all these different directions. We can't just force it into a back bend. We need to help it side bend and rotate, which actually then lead to more extension in the spine. Okay, one more. And back down, nice job. Now from here, come down onto your elbows. Okay, because I found too, sometimes when the kyphosis is extreme enough, it doesn't feel good just to lay down on your stomach. So you can be on your knees and on your elbows and let yourself sink in here a little bit. So my shoulders are pulled down, my head is forward, and I'm just trying to get a little bit of a stretch in my upper back, and maybe you can just rock forward and backward. We're gonna spend about 20 more seconds here, and you can either stay here, or if it does feel good, you can come down onto your stomach and find a little opening and stretch here on your elbows. So those are your two options. We're just, again, gonna find a moment here. You'll see them kind of just slowly rocking side to side and forward, backward. And then let's all meet back in child's pose. And then you're gonna sit up and swing your legs around in front. So your legs are gonna be mat distance apart. You're gonna sit up as tall as you can, and this also can be done sitting in a chair, on a stool, if it's better for you. So sitting up as tall as you can, hands come behind your head, elbows open up wide, and let's inhale, rotate to the left, exhale, center, inhale, rotate to your right, exhale, center. So this alone can feel very difficult when you're tight in your hips and anywhere in your spine. So this is something, again, that takes time. Those of you who've worked with me for a long time know that this position alone can take a few months sometimes until it feels more comfortable. But again, that's important time. It's super important to meet your body where it is, not force it, but gently guide it where you want it to go. We're making long-lasting changes. That doesn't happen overnight. It happens with consistent practice day after day. One more each side. Nice job. Rest your arms down. Bring them out in front of you and around for a circle. One more. Switch directions. Nice job. Legs together. Slowly roll down onto your back, however is most comfortable for you to get there. And then once you're there, feet flat, hip distance apart. Take an inhale. Exhale, curl your tailbone. Roll yourself up, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll back down. Try to keep your collarbones really open. See if you can keep your head relaxed. And just go up as high as is comfortable for you. 2 more like this. So we're just kind of trying to get a little articulation through our entire spine. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. When you get to the top, reach your arms back. Nice big stretch back. Leave your arms there and then roll back down one final time. And reach your arms back behind you more. Reach your legs away. Take a deep breath in, fill your lungs. Exhale, let it out. Stay here as long as you need. And remember, this is a great routine you could do every day to help with that posture and that opening and strength. I'll see you on your mat soon.